Bullshit tonight.
Okay, Jeff. All right, so welcome to the AFC East by NAFCo Week 12, 2021. Here it is, November 29th, 2021. Like to thank our sponsors. First of all, NAFCo, the Northern Appalachian Film Collective. Check us out on Facebook. NAFCo Film Collective is Facebook group to check out for that, as well as Dakota, Du Bois Area Council on the Arts, and West PA Systems. You can check them out, westpasystems.com. They're a 21st century electrical build contractor. Now, today we have with me, as you can see here, Paul Garrettson, Jeff Carey, and myself, Perry Langell. And we're here to cover the AFC East. And it's been a stagnant week, we were just saying. However, we all won. So no changes in positioning. But everybody won this week. There's a bit to cover here, though. You, Paul, though, we had a Thanksgiving game, and that was Buffalo at New Orleans.
Well, I have to first of all say that Jeff's acting like he's at a Crackle Barrel on one of those rocking chairs in the front. So what's up with that, Jeff?
You like the new setting? Do you like the new setting, though?
I like the new setup. Yeah, Jeff's got a new setup here, and people that watch us at all regularly are going to see that Jeff, it's looking good. He's got a repeater banner back there. He's got, Santa, though, himself personally. That's what Paul wants to get to. And, he's got a halo light in front of him. So
Jeff's doing all right. I mean,
I started off with no shirt on when we started this thing, remember?
Yeah, but you had no shirt on when we troubleshooted this did tech rehearsal on this too, so it's not like that went away.
I mean, with the Crackle Barrel, I mean,
look at it.
Crackle Barrel. I mean, that's like it's a lot of money for those chairs. So I don't know.
Nice chairs.
It's a good chair.
Did they put Santas in those? And I don't think I've ever been to a Cracker Barrel like in December.
This is a black leather chair. This is
you're just getting that chair old. There.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought it was a Santa thing.
Our next sponsor is Aaron's Rental.
You guys need some chairs. Need some black chairs.
Okay.
I was a Rent-A-Center guy. I worked 5 months for Rent-A-Center. So,
back to the deal here. We all won. It didn't help my bills at all. I mean, right now, Buffalo is definitely not in the number one hunt as far as the AFC, and we're jostling for the division. And so are you, Perry? Right? We haven't played each other yet.
Yeah, that's blowing my nose. Keep talking. I'm blowing my nose.
Well, the way they did that schedule is amazing. How they do you guys like 2 times in 4 weeks or something. That was kind of messed up, I think, my opinion. But
the Cleveland and Ravens are playing back
to back. Yep,
back to back. Yeah. So I'm ready for it. I'm looking forward to it. So anyway, it's all good.
You guys had a blowout. You beat the Saints. We figured you would beat the Saints.
Saints are not bad. Saints are not bad. They have a good coach.
Give us a little bit. I mean,
the Saints beat the Buccaneers, right?
Yep.
So twice. So anyway,
it sucked having the late game because I know you were tired as hell after Thanksgiving.
I took a nap. I did. I took 2 naps that day, I think.
But you scored 31 points. You held them to 6.
Yeah. And we're still the number one. We're still the number 1 defense in the league.
Allen did his thing. I mean, you guys did what we expected you guys to do, I think, on Thanksgiving.
No, you did not. I mean, actually, the Bills actually ran the ball this time. So it's a preview to the Patriots game coming up. Because the Patriots gave up 270 yards rushing. So they get to look at that tape and see how can we stop the rush.
Right.
Now, I don't think the Patriots can stop the rush because They gave up 270 yards without Derrick Henry.
Here's my thing. I think you guys had to run the ball to prove you could run the ball.
Yeah.
To tell the Patriots we can run and we can throw. So now game plan for that.
Yeah. Any comment, Perry?
I'm missing my hat. I don't know where my hat went. I gotta find that. Oh, it's behind the laptop. Okay. Anyway, but really though, I watched the game. I actually watched that game in full because it was Thanksgiving, and I say in full, but this is a side note. No turkey leg. If you watch on Game Pass, they cut it off before the turkey leg stuff comes out, like before they start serving that. I don't know if your broadcast had the turkey legs.
I didn't even watch that crap.
My broadcast had the turkey leg.
There was three games on Thanksgiving. I was worn out.
They had the turkey leg, and Porter came up at the end to go and grab stole a bite too. Bad thing about the game, though, I think the most worst thing could have ever happened is Trey White basically tore his ACL. He's out for the season, and that's
Tre'Davious White.
Yeah, he's out for the season.
Just making sure we had the same guy. That's huge. That's playoff implications.
I saw that all over ESPN.
Yeah.
What I mean there is, even if you get to the playoffs, that's a problem in the playoffs
because you have real receivers in the playoffs. So
yeah.
Shut up.
Well, what I'm thinking is the Pats don't even have a real receiver right now, as far as like a guy that could challenge a White, but. So that's really the gaping hole of the Patriots right now. But
turn it down a little bit.
That's not
too
really
much
the reason I think towards that is because this is next week. But Buffalo at New Orleans, though, Sean Payton always looks so pompous, doesn't he? We've all had to play him. Have we all played him so far this year?
Yep, I think we have.
I just feel like he looks pompous all the time. Maybe that's just me. You guys didn't light up when I said that.
I don't know.
It's me and several of my friends at work all have agreed that Sean Payton looks really.
Okay, Sean Payton got suspended for a year for like giving bounties out to his players to knock out other players.
I don't see any problem with that.
The bounty system?
No, I think he should have got. I think he should have got suspended for a year.
I like the bounty idea. That's a new that's a new Las Vegas thing. I swear to God.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got busted on that before he went to Vegas. So damn it, he really missed his chance.
No.
He's not in Vegas though. He got busted before Vegas started being, the team and legal and all.
Well, can you imagine Bruce Smith having bounties? Come on, or
back in the day, right?
Back in the day, man.
Lawrence Taylor,
yeah. So that's how you.
Well, this is why they changed the rules now.
Yes,
you got the Saints who like have bounties, and the Patriots who cheat consecutively years. I mean, but they're winners.
It's like 2 pounds of air pressure.
But they win Super Bowls, so like really, I don't think a suspension. Like fine.
I don't think 2 pounds of air pressure one time and then a camera angle equals like a Super Bowl. I think you had a lot to do in between.
Really, that game they played against Indianapolis, that mattered a whole lot because that was the championship game, and really they would not have suspended him. They did not have the goods, really. And Tom Brady destroying his phone before they gave to him. Come on.
Actually, the Dolphins don't play the Saints until 2 days after Christmas, so we have not played them yet.
Well, they just kicked their quarterback, and they get their Simeon's no longer going to play, and they're going to play their backup.
We're in the middle of our like easy streak right now. The Dolphins are.
Well,
yeah,
we could literally win 7 games in a row right now.
We're not. We got the Patriots. We got the Bucks, we got Carolina, then we got the Patriots. Yeah, it's a rough part of the schedule. So, anyway, as far as review of the game, good game. And next week, I'm doing the game live from the Pulaski. we're going to do a Manning thing, and it's going to be good. So we're going to go from beginning to end, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and that's something I'm pretty excited for is the Buffalo, New England at Buffalo game this Monday night. I mean, this is prime time. We're going to be doing a special episode. I mean, I guess Jeff can. I mean, we might as well just have Jeff invited in on the show.
I'll just be a special guest.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be like Kevin Hart. I'll be like Kevin Hart.
You got to deal with both of these teams. You face the combination of those teams four times a year combined. You know, when you combine it.
Yeah, I'm not rooting for either one of you. I want you to tie.
Yeah, so I think that we're going to have a good time next Monday night. We'll talk more about that. But let's talk about the other contender in next Monday night's game, Tennessee at New England. New England took a victory as well in the AFC sweep weekend here, Week 12. Tennessee, yeah, sure, over 200 rushing yards, Paul, but they only put up 13 points. They turned it over 4 times.
4 times, yeah.
4 times. And that fourth one though came with 28 seconds left on the clock. Even the announcers were commenting how it was like, yeah, that just seemed like fantasy buff right there. Fourth turnover, there were 28 seconds left. Well, it was 13:36.
They call it garbage time. So
yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah, I remember that.
No,
I forgot. I haven't.
Should I even comment on Tannehill? Should I even comment on this?
Well, I thought you might.
I think 96 yards is respectable. 96 yards passing is respectable. That's fine.
Respectable against the Pats defense. Is that what you're saying? You see, have you really watched Matt Judon play, Paul, recently?
I'm sure I'm going to watch it. I know
you're going to watch it, okay? Because
I know he was the man.
I don't think you realize that you're having there's a headache happening here. There's a problem for Buffalo that I don't know if you were cocky going into this one, you don't deserve to be now. And you might have 4 weeks ago, but right now it's a well-oiled machine. They're on a 6-game win streak. They all feel great, but they're playing like early 2000s style Patriots football, very similar to the way that they played in like 2003, 2004.
When we get into the game picks, I'll get into Judon. I will, and I'll tell you why. He's going to have an issue. So
there's too much. Yeah. So and Smith got to play his. Speaking of Judon, Smith got to play the tight end for the Patriots. Got to play his former team, so there was a little bit of plot line there. Belichick uses him early. People felt like there was kind of intention there, and because he was getting more play than average. Then you had let me get up my notes. I think I took a couple notes. Dang it! I should have pulled those up before. Week 12.
Well, I'll go through it.
No, there was a thing with the notes. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. All right, that's what happened. Go on. What did you want to say, Paul?
No, Judon's fantastic. Our offensive line's been missing the past 3 weeks. We're getting them all back for your game, buddy. We are. Starlutulele, and
I'm not sure it matters.
Well, it does because
it does. But like as far as it's 6 sacks versus 4 sacks. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean they're that like.
A Dolphin player had 4 sacks by himself on Sunday, so just saying.
It's possible, yeah. Well,
all right.
Judon's got what like 13.5 sacks right now, I think.
Look at really, I'm serious. Look at the defensive stats for the whole NFL, and look at the yards gained, and the Buffalo Bills are number 1. So when we're talking about defense, we're talking about defense.
Yeah, by 10 yards. That's only down by 10 yards to you.
No. You're 316.
Let me.
You're 316. You're 316. You're 316. Buffalo's 275.
I'm not looking at points. I was doing points for points against the standings. I wasn't looking at yards.
Yeah, yards.
Yeah.
So
no, you're correct. I'm not looking at the same stat.
Right. Because our podcast is all about stats, right?
Yeah. We're not about stats. You're right.
No.
Statistics are for losers. And
That's
why
right.
you're relying on them, Paul.
Everything is jaded. That's how you look at it.
Yeah. Well, okay, guys.
Well,
you
didn't
want
like hearing that, did you, Paul? All right.
well, for a segue to that about jaded, you want to talk about the Dolphins game?
No, I want to talk about the Jets actually first. Let's talk about the Jets and the Dolphins.
Jade, or I thought it's more of a turquoise or aqua. It's aqua, right?
Let's go to the Jets. We'll cover the Dolphins last.
You want to cover the Dolphins last?
Yeah, let's do the Jets.
Damn it, we had a sloppy transition going on and everything. Now it's just straight up. Nah, we're just covering the Jets. Battle of the awful, though. Here's the thing. Let's talk about the Jets because this was bad. And there is something to talk about the Jets here. The Jets are now not the worst team in the NFL, are they? Because they went into Houston this weekend, and they faced another team with the same record, 2-9, or no, 2-8. They came out 3-8. Houston 2-9, score 21-14. The Jets, I don't think they're the worst team in the NFL anymore after this.
They're the third worst.
Well, here.
Jacksonville's on the rise.
During the game, the Jets lost Flacco during the game.
They still won.
You know, what? How's that happen?
They won a game.
I'd be a little scared to play the Jets. I'm just saying.
I mean, like I said, I think the Bills and Pats got them, but what I don't think is like I said, our teams can get hurt doing it though. Like they're somewhat dangerous in that regard. But when you put them into the bottom of the NFL, they're not the bottom anymore. And like you said, Jacksonville record maybe is worse, but I don't think Jacksonville's a worse team. They beat the Bills. You know, they had a more unlikely win there than anything the Jets or Houston has done.
Paul, sorry about that. Like, you know, stuff happens sometimes.
We hit our 3 week skid. I mean, that's what happened.
That was a trap game. That was a trap game.
I would rather hit the skid now than the end of the season and the playoffs. So
that was a wake up call. That was a wake up call for you guys.
It's, you know, whatever circumstances, all, you know, whatever. I'm not worried about it.
We lost to them too, so I can't really say shit either. So
yeah.
It's your turn. It's your turn, Perry. Y'all got to play them still.
Oh yeah, I know. But I think I still want to say I think the Pats are going to beat Jacksonville. It's a tundra game. It's going to be like January 9th. I'll pull that up real quick. It's January 2nd, Sunday 1 p.m. So that is like. I think the Pats have an advantage with the weather there because it's going to be in Gillette Stadium up in Foxborough, Massachusetts, not Jacksonville, Florida.
I love watching Texas lose. I mean, I'm from Texas. You guys know that. But I love the Texas losing because of the whole Watson thing. And
you like Dallas, not Houston.
Well, I mean, I kind of root for the same state, but you know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
And I want us to bake better out on our Tunsil trades that we got, like all these draft picks, and I want our draft picks to be better than Tunsil, and that's my perspective on it. And all this crap about Watson for like a month we had to listen to, I just want them to get annihilated, and I'm glad the Jets beat their ass. Like, that's what I'm saying about it. That.
Well, fly, Eagles, fly. You know. Watson's now an Eagle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to talk about that?
I have not heard anything about that.
No, Watson's now an Eagle.
Well, let's do that outside. Let's do that outside the AFC East.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Cover that outside that.
Watson's now an Eagle. Cleveland sucks. Baker Mayfield will be benched and on another team next year. What else we got?
That's outside the. I still got my Dolphins to cover. I'll let you all talk a little bit. My turn. Let's go Dolphins now. Bills won, Patriots won, Jets won. Guess who else won?
The Dolphins. Number 3.
baby.
Yeah.
4-game win streak.
Is Don Shula still alive? No.
No, he
Why
passed away,
Would
sadly.
that be what we say to that?
So, can I just say this? I wanted to, Perry, we need to do like pre-production stuff because I wanted you to like grab the film of Cam Newton saying I'm back and just run that crap and then show all the memes that happened today with him like, yeah, baby, I'm back.
Call them
Yeah.
memes.
Yeah. You're
Those
back
are called
on
memes. They're not memes.
memes. You're back on the bench, baby. You're back in the trash can, baby. Yeah, you didn't do jack crap. You had a 5 QBR yesterday. Do you know how low a 5 is?
A 5? Wait,
A 5
He had
QBR.
Cam Newton
Look
had
it
a
up.
5 QBR.
A 5
I believe you,
QBR.
because I remember his average in New England last year was 44, I believe, for the season.
Well, an
He had
ex-Buffalo
a
Bills
5
quarterback.
QBR.
An ex-Buffalo Bills quarterback had lower than that. So
No,
yeah.
an ex-Dolphin quarterback did too. But it was many years ago. So here's my thing. Stay humble. Tua's been humble. He went through all the Watson crap. He's come back. He's won 4 games in a row, right? Defense stepped up again. We got interceptions. We got turnovers. We got special teams. The O-line still sucks. We can't run the ball, even though we brought up another running back. And we actually scored more points, Paul, than you guys did this week. We scored 33 points on offense. You guys scored 31.
Well, we did it with our arm behind our back, so I don't know what your deal is.
But we don't have O-line. So we just played amazing. It was an awesome game to watch. It was a fun game to watch.
I'm glad you did it.
And you talk about, you guys do have the the highest rated defense overall.
Yes.
But Carolina has the number 1 passing defense. Okay. Tua missed like 4 passes the whole freaking game. He had an amazing QBR rating, an amazing percentage. He didn't score, 350 yards or something crazy, but he did what he had to do. The dink and dunk worked, and guys just stepped up finally. And I think we all picked Carolina to beat the Dolphins last week. I think we did. And again, stuff happens. We thought Cam Newton was amazing. Apparently, the Patriots didn't think he was that amazing because they drafted a quarterback. So, I mean, yeah, he was an MVP 1 year, but it takes a team to win. It takes a team to win, and we're in our groove right now. I'm happy as hell.
Jeff, I guarantee your first round pick from San Francisco next year will be a quarterback. I'm just telling you.
Oh, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. But I'm also going off this year. I'm just trying to enjoy this year. And Tua's giving us some Merry Christmas gifts with 4 wins in a row after the crap that we went through with the injuries and the bullshit last year with Fitzpatrick. The Dolphins fans are happy. I know there's people who don't like Tua, even management, but you got what you got right now, and you ride it out. And we are actually in the hunt for the playoffs if we play our cards right.
I saw that. You're 2 games out of first.
If we play our shit right.
But, I mean, next year for you guys, we'll get enough future episode of this. But you got Wilson and Darnold available in the offseason. So you got to think about that too.
Yeah,
so,
and
I
also,
think Tua's better than Darnold and Wilson.
Guys,
I honestly think so.
Okay, I've been trying to find a moment to interject here. Deshaun Watson was not traded.
Okay.
That's why you and I didn't hear about that, Jeff. There's reports and rumors, Paul, all over the internet. Eagles rumors, but like today's most recent one, I found on Bleacher Report from Tyler Conway. It says Eagles rumors latest on Jalen Hurts, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson. And all they say to Watson is he's a virtual lock to be traded in the offseason.
Okay. Well,
making them. The Eagles are encouraged. in the Oklahoma's products progress, making them less likely to pursue Deshaun Watson. So anyway,
He
so
has
it's
to
just
figure out his legal troubles first.
It's all just
They're waiting for the trials to get done and everything.
21 women are
Yeah, that's
one of them's
ridiculous.
got stick. One of them's got stick. You know that.
All right, just one thing.
I lived in Houston, so yeah.
Our
that was the area you
schedule.
lived in.
We're 5-7. We got the Giants coming up, or the the Giants.
You have the Giants. You're favored by 2.5.
We should win that game.
You're favored by 2.5.
I think we have the Jets again. We got Buffalo again with the Patriots again.
You don't want Buffalo again. You're done with Buffalo.
Oh yeah, that's right. We lost twice. That's right. I'm just trying to find my schedule here.
What did you do? What happened to those two games?
Well, we played better the second game. You knocked my quarterback out the first game.
Sorry.
And we had to play our backup, Brissett, who didn't do crap. I get it. All
right. Well, sounds good. Okay. You want to roll right into segue into the game for next week for the Dolphins and the Giants.
Let's do outside the NFL real quick.
Yeah, that's time for that. Outside around the NFL, not really so much outside.
Okay.
Outside the AFC. Sorry.
East.
All right.
Outside the AFC East, around the NFL.
I'll start with Green Bay. Favre had a broken toe.
Favre
played.
Okay.
Rodgers had a broken toe, and he made it through, and he beat those dudes, man. So I mean, Green Bay is the real deal in the NFC. I don't care what you say about it. I don't think you can stop those guys. What do you guys think?
I think that they're a solid team. I see. I say that, and it's like one of those things where when you say that, I'm like, man, in Madden, I stop them all the time. So my head went to that because most of the stuff I've seen with the Green Bay is me scouting them through Madden, which is only somewhat effective and only plays out the reality in so many ways. What?
I like Rodgers. He's a good quarterback. Green Bay is always a good team. They're going to be in the playoffs. We'll see how far they go.
My wife has State Farm, so yeah.
They're expensive. I've been told.
Hence,
she needs the Rodgers. She wants the Rodgers rate.
Not me. My wife has it. Yeah.
Okay.
I got Geico.
If you have the double check.
You should get the family. Get the family plan, dude. What are you doing? You're screwing yourself.
No, I'm not. Even with all
because the rate's so high there, to go individual elsewhere is cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know where Paul's coming from there. They got to pay Aaron Rodgers and now they got to pay Patrick Mahomes and Jake as well.
Yeah.
All right.
I like the Ravens game yesterday.
The Ravens game. What happened in the Ravens game?
The Ravens won.
And
well,
I like Lamar Jackson. People are figuring how to contain him, but he still won.
They barely won, and here
they did barely win.
I'm telling you, the AFC is so stacked. I mean, here's what it is: you got the Ravens at number 1, you got the Pats at number 2, which is freaking crazy. You got the Titans at number 3. You got the Chiefs at number 4. They haven't played a good game in a month. You got the Bengals, who were left for dead 3 weeks ago. Now they're number 5. Oh, you got the Bills. Okay. Whoa, that makes fair. Then you get the Dolphins at 13. Oh, you got the Jets at 14. You got the Jets at 14 in the hunt.
There's a chance.
In the hunt. Jeez, that sucks. I mean, it's screwed up.
Wait, the Jets are listed as in the hunt. That's like a 1%, 0.5% odds at that point, though, in Vegas terms.
Well, okay.
They're saying it's technically possible though. Still, if they like win
So,
everything.
What's more screwed up in that is the NFC. They're worse than this. So
yeah, we talked about this last year. Yep.
yeah.
Well, I
If we
thought
were
the
the
NFC had more separation than.
You calling sick
Let me see.
for a day on an NFL team, and you're from running first in the playoffs to eighth. I mean, anything can happen. Any of these teams can be anything. It's so tight.
Who's your best NFC team, Paul?
Well, it's Cardinals based on this. Right now the ranking is the Cardinals, then Packers, Buccaneers.
I test.
I have to go with Green Bay because they got the experienced quarterback more than Murray. Murray's fine and all kind of stuff, but he's vulnerable.
Okay,
and they're no Hopkins. Their superstar wide receiver is hurt. So
in the playoffs, and they started tomorrow. Green Bay, Tampa Bay. Who wins?
Oh, Tampa Bay's on a slide.
There you go.
So that's not a problem.
That would be more NFC Championship than the Super Bowl, but
I'm not worried about.
No, that's what I'm saying. Just the playoffs.
I'm not worried about the Tampa Bay Bills game because they're done. They are. So it's okay. Anyway, go.
What, you're saying the Bills are done?
No, I'm saying Tampa Bay is done.
Okay.
They're a good team, but they're done.
Okay, so you don't think you'll see them? Okay, all right.
They'll be in the playoffs, but they're not. They're not Green Bay. So
I guess it depends on. It all comes down to the seedings in the first round of the playoffs and the wild card games and all that, where everybody finishes out. A bye is huge in the playoffs, so you want that first seed.
Home field.
Home field's huge, yeah. And so is seeding, having that extra week off.
Only the one
stuff and everything.
Only the one seed now gets a bye. Only
right,
the one.
Right.
Seed. So all the other teams are playing 5 times they're playing 5 times in January.
Right.
First time ever in history, except the one seed. They play 4 times.
I wanted to bring this up because it came up last night. They were talking about a linebacker who is on pace to set the record for sacks in a season. With the NFL going to 17 games this year, as opposed to 16 games for how many ever years it's been, are they going to put an asterisk next to all the new records that could be set, like rushing records, passing records, sack records? You know what I'm saying?
I think it is statistically a new era, Jeff. I understand that. It's kind of like, since the induction of the 3-point line here in the or since the dead ball era, that kind of that kind of stuff. I think this season actually is one of those post 16 game or 17 game era or something like that, or 18-week era. This is going to, I think it does require an asterisk as of this year. Maybe not so much an asterisk. I think it's less an asterisk in a statistical era.
Well, let me add to that. O.J. Simpson, multiple years rushed over 2,000 yards. Is there an asterisk next to his name?
Because of what?
14 games.
14.
That's what I'm saying.
So
that's what I'm saying.
I thought that too. What do we do about that?
There is not an asterisk by his name.
Okay.
But how many running backs now do 2,000 yards with 16 games?
But he did 2,014 games.
Yeah.
Now they got 17 games to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, as of now, yeah. Yeah, I hear you there. We don't tend to asterisk or era out a lot of things. We do merger. That's what the NFL does. It's all modern. Is it in the modern era? Is it post merger? We'll do stats.
So is this the new modern era? We're going to be talking about the new.
We need to make it at a point where it's separated so much. I think that they do sometimes go and they only played 8 games in that time period. We'll say that post the statement. usually. So we kind of asterisk it ourselves without it really being asterisked on paper.
Oh, here, real quick. How many Major League Baseball players have an asterisk next to their name being tested positive for
Steroids. I was thinking the same thing.
There
I was thinking the same
There is
thing. Exactly.
their name.
Yeah.
There is?
Yeah.
Well, okay. So there's not an asterisk next to the name, but they're not in the
how do
Hall
we
of.
perceive it?
They're not in the Hall of Fame either.
Yeah, it's a matter of how do we perceive it as a culture. I think there's never really, we've always wanted to do asterisks in reality, but I think it comes down to how does the audience perceive it. So I think the audience does perceive these additional games. So I think we do perceive a difference here. Like we know enough to say, oh, well, they only played this many games in those days. So that makes that stat more impressive. And we'll go, and so like, just like you did with OJ, I think that,
Right.
so I think we already do asterisk it mentally for us. And I think that's the most we can ever expect. History has said after the last 20 years through the steroid era in baseball that's what we can expect as fans going forth is to just put it in our own heads and make up our decisions as we go ourselves.
And I honestly think
collectively follow a thing to where Barry Bonds is not in the Hall of Fame.
I think public opinion does have an influence on the media who does vote for those kind of things.
Jeff Perry.
Yeah.
It's just a comment. OJ Simpson's second 2,000 yard game, I was at. Isn't that cool?
Okay.
Wasn't that pretty neat? I was there.
2,000
in the stadium.
Yard season.
Okay.
2,000 yards. I was there. I was also at Jill Pearl's 500th goal hockey. I was there in the state, in the arena. It's just milestones. It's pretty cool. I got to experience, and I want to share that. It is nothing else, but it was pretty neat stuff to see these milestones from these famous athletes. I know OJ had his problems after, particularly his acting, but anyway.
Gee, yeah. Anyway, okay. Speaking of crime, how about we cover the Miami game? We got the Giants. Oh, wow. Yeah. Speaking of crime, too, we got New York at Miami.
New York and Miami. Yes.
Yeah. And week 13 here. We're getting into week 13. This is game Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, -5 GMT. So Giants are 4-7, and Miami's 5-7. So you have that going on. Miami's due for its bye week soon, aren't they?
The next week after, yep.
The week after, same with the Patriots. So Patriots and Miami have the same bye week. Just saying, just a thing.
So I'll let y'all go first, and then I'll cover mine. Go ahead. What do you think?
The Giants are a mess right now. They just fired their offensive coordinator, right? I believe they did. Oh, you know what? That's a bad stat. Don't take that verbatim, audience, because I just whipped that out. I was hoping to get confirmation from them. So no, the dead faces meant that was dead. So okay, the Giants though are kind of having some quarterbacking problems. In fact, Daniel Jones is getting known as a coach killer. That's the word.
A bust? Now. Is that a bust?
Yeah, and a coach killer because of the way in which people want to invest into Daniel Jones himself, more than the coaches, I guess, around him. Let's see here. You guys, Paul, what do you know? Do you know anything about any insights on the Giants here? I know Saquon Barkley's back though, since I think that's last time anybody from the AFC East, last time anybody from the AFC East faced the Giants, they did not have Barkley, and I think that was last season. We all faced them last season.
We played Barkley the second week, and really not since his injury, he's not bounced back.
He's not the same. Nope.
He's not the same. He's not hurling over 12 feet in the air and stuff like he used to. So I don't see it. I think the Miami's going to beat them. So
it's sad to say that when we're in the Penn State area, that's like he's pretty much the most recent, second
Big
tier
guy,
pick.
yeah.
Well, yeah,
Well-
really great high end pick. He was second overall.
I
Overall 3 years ago.
I own like 5 hoodies and all kinds of Penn State crap because of Barkley. I mean, I was excited and I loved watching Penn State while he was playing there. So, as guest Licky also, by the way, Jeff.
I know.
I did that. I loved all that. So I got up in the crowd with it, but things happen, right?
So Perry, you want to put a pick on this game?
Yeah, I was trying to see what I can get on Daniel Jones at the moment. I guess basically they're saying it's not working out. But yeah, so I actually do have more faith right now in Miami. I know the records look closer than the faith that I give in New York at this point in time. The issues that I have with New York mostly rely on when, like, for instance, if I use the Giants on Madden, I can't really get anything done even with Saquon Barkley because the offensive line sucks. So, yeah, I'm going to give this Miami there. I'm just trying to think. I'm thinking 6-2 field goals to 17 Miami, 2 touchdowns in a field goal. That's how I feel this. 6-17 Miami.
Where'd Paul go?
Paul I think he pooped himself
Gotta go.
a little or something.
All right.
Sometimes I cough.
So the Giants did just win a close game against the Eagles. They did just win a close game.
It looks like he wiped.
Daniel Jones is not Tua.
Flush though.
Everybody liked Daniel Jones over Tua, which they're 4-7, were our record. Miami just put up 31 points on the best passing defense in the league. My boy Tua was like missed 4 passes. I don't think the Giants have the D-backs to cover our guys, and we didn't even have our best receivers again. So I think we're going to put up 30-plus points again. It's a home game in South Florida. Tua's on fire. We're scoring. We're going to be in the Bills category, Paul. We're going to score 35-plus, baby. All right? It's going to be like 35. The Giants might score 21. And we're going to head into our bye week feeling amazing about ourselves.
Jeff,
what do you think about that? 35-21 Miami, baby.
Jeff, hold your hand up.
We're actually going to cover the damn spread. We're going to cover the spread.
Hold your hand up, buddy. Hold it up. Ready? Go like this. Go like this. Move your hand. Move your hand. Pat yourself on the back, buddy. The Dolphins.
You like that pick, don't you?
Yeah.
35-21.
It's going to be 16-10. Thank you.
16-10?
Yep.
You think we're only scoring 16 points? We just put up 31.
Giants defense look good.
That's all right.
All right.
We're going for 5 we're going for 5 in a row, man. This is like awesome.
All right. Hopefully it would be neat at the end of the season that we all are, 12 and something together. Wouldn't that be a great show?
We have a great run. The Dolphins have a great run coming if we stay healthy.
All right. Sounds good. Go Giants. Okay.
Giants. You really want the Giants to take that one?
No, okay. I don't. I think it'd be 16-10. It'd be Miami.
Okay. Well, New York has another game coming up here. We're back with New York though. Philadelphia at New York Jets. That's our divisional friends there. They see when you have such a losing record, they're friends at that point. Like
I think the Jets are winning this game. The Jets are going to win this game.
You think so? You think
I
so?
think so.
Without Deshaun Watson, since Paul thought he was on the roster for a minute.
The
Sorry,
Giants,
Paul.
Philadelphia. I mean, the Jets beat Philadelphia. How great were they?
The Jets beat Philadelphia. Well, I'm sorry, Paul. Jeff, can you repeat that? My mind did a thing.
The Jets just beat Philadelphia. I mean, the Texans. Sorry.
Okay, that's why
my Texans. Sorry. I was saying about the quarterback thing. Gotcha.
Yeah, no, you're all good. It was just my mind. I wanted to
we'll
go
do the
with
Texans.
You, my mind was like breaking to try to go with you for some, and I was like, then you repeated it. I'm like, okay, now
I'm trying
I get
to pull the schedule. Yeah.
Okay.
Giants beat Philadelphia. That's what it was.
Yeah. So the okay. Philadelphia though, Philadelphia's coming off a loss. They're in New Jersey. Luckily, that's just a skip and a jump. So travel, I will give you this though, a factor in this game. Travel's so light between Philadelphia and northern New Jersey. I mean, it's just going across the state of New Jersey, really, as far as travel goes. It's like maybe a 2-hour drive at most, really, maybe, 2-hour drive. So it's not a not a rough commute. That does say something as far as what the wear and tear is. It's not far from being a home game at that rate. So where am I going with this? Is that I think Philadelphia has shown itself to be okay at times and then awful in other moments. Ever since Wentz lost his stuff there a year ago, it's just been off. So this game's a crapshoot, isn't it, guys? You have a really up and down Philadelphia, and then you got Jets, which, what do you think, Paul?
Okay, go ahead, Paul.
At work today, Mondays are like really, really light. I mean, I do actually 15 minutes worth of work on Mondays. So I'm looking around and MSN shows me the 20 greatest massacres in history. And I'm like, okay, I'll check that out. I want to see what the 20 most massacres in history is. So one of them was the Ottoman Empire at 1562, where they beat the crap out of the Turks. I swear to God, they beat them and they're all gone. So that's the game with Philadelphia and the Jets. Philadelphia's in the 40s. The Jets will be like in the 10s.
I can see that happening. I can see Philadelphia showing play. There's a cough button.
Ready?
There.
You ready?
What do you want to say, Jeff?
The Jets beat the Titans.
Hmm.
The Jets beat the Titans.
Paul, what's up with that? The Jets beat the Titans, and now you got New England.
And the Jets beat the Bengals. And the Jets beat the Bengals.
But see, now I can talk about that Titans thing, Paul, a little, though. Just saying.
I'm sorry. Here's what it is. The Titans, I mean, we're first and goal. 9 out of 10 times, Josh Allen makes that 1.5 yard, and somehow he slipped. Okay, we didn't win the game because Josh Allen slipped on that 1/2 yard.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, all right.
Really?
Yeah, it's still it's just, I know that's all it takes to come up in like 3 weeks later still, because right now you're only down by 1 game to the Pats anyway, so that slipped you down from 2nd to 6th in the standings, that 1/2 yard.
I'm not worried about it.
And the Jets are coming off a win versus Houston.
Okay,
I mean,
we beat Houston 45-0.
Here's what I'm going for, because I'm an AFC East.
We beat the Dolphins 40-0. Okay.
35 something, but
well, we beat Houston.
I'm saying the AFC East sweeps this weekend again. I'm saying we all freaking win again.
That's impossible because we've got Monday Night Football, New England at Buffalo. That is.
Shit! I forgot about that.
That's a good transition.
Is that already here?
That's a good segue.
The show off is here.
And so we're doing a special broadcast next week. I guess we're not going out till. We could start at 8. If guys, do we want to start at 8 next week? 15 minutes ahead.
Yeah, we'll start 8 o'clock. I'll have my wing set up and all that stuff. So
we're going to be starting up at 8 o'clock. We're going live at 8, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I get home from work about 4, and I'll take a nap for 2 hours. And
I can't believe how fast December 5th came. This is the showdown right here.
It is the showdown. It's a showdown in the AFC. The whole
you guys got to do each other twice.
Then we do it again in 20 days. You're right. So,
yeah.
Wow.
I
can't believe how fast that came up. Holy crap.
We can blank them. If we blank them out, we win the division. If we don't blank them out, we lose the division. So
you'll be in the playoffs.
Sure. But I'm just saying, division. You get your first game for the playoff game for free.
You want that crown, don't you?
Well, you get to AFC Championship game last year, you got that taste, right?
Well, you ought to be taking care of business against shitty teams like Jacksonville then.
Tennessee.
Someone else. All right.
Yeah, what do you have? Is that a dog or a chimp?
What?
Oh, it was your chair. Okay. It was.
No, it's my chair. Yeah.
Okay.
I actually have bar chairs in my man cave. So that's this week.
So do we all pick the Dolphins to win my game? We did, right?
No.
Yeah.
He did. You put these little bearings in the chair like this, and they don't squeak. So they fall out.
Dolphins are game. All right. New England, Buffalo. It's you guys. Go ahead. I'll be the tiebreaker.
Well, New England at Buffalo. New England's running on all cylinders, so there's something to be said for that.
They won the last 6 games. They're pretty awesome.
But
Jordan's
awesome. But Buffalo came off a big win, win on Thanksgiving, and they got an 11-day rest. I sent you a message about that. I was like, man, they got 11 days because they played a Thursday night last week. This whole week, they actually technically don't play in the sense that it's not a bye week. It's just the way in which they went from Thursday last week till Monday night next week is their rest period. So it's they got a solid amount of time here, 11 days versus New England's 8. So because they're going Sunday to a Monday.
Buffalo had today off and they're having tomorrow off. So yeah.
Yeah, so there's an extra rest going on here. Yeah, you mean off, they're not even practicing.
Correct.
Okay. So, good info. That's some good insider stuff. So what so there's advantages. Plus, they're in Buffalo. So I'm more hesitant about this game than when they're playing New England later at this time. However, New England's rolling. Their bye weeks after this. You always want to put that good note before the bye week, and they're rolling. So where do I put this score at? That's where
You thinking about splitting the season?
He's splitting the series?
Yeah.
It would be logical. It's logical,
Both teams win the home games.
That's logical with the rest in the home games. But I also wonder the way that the Pats are rolling, it doesn't have me confident that they are going to lose this.
Vegas has the Bills by 3.
See, they're not even that confident. 3 is not.
That means you're home.
Yeah.
That's home game. That's home field advantage right there.
And Buffalo is not West Coast or nothing. They're both northern teams. It's just saying, you know what I'm saying? So you don't got a tundra advantage and you don't have jet lag.
Well,
so it's not as bad as them.
It's also 20 degrees and 10 to 15 miles per hour winds.
Yeah, but they're both the Pats train in cold weather as well. Cold weather team.
But Mac Jones doesn't have a lot of experience in cold weather games yet.
True. And neither does Matt Judon.
Matt Jones also is really good at 5 to 15-yard passes, where Buffalo's money is at 15 to 30-yard passes.
That's changing. I'm just going to say that's changing. Mac Jones can go deep. You're going to make the case, though, I bet you, that favors the Pats, right?
Yeah.
I got you. I'm just saying Mac Jones
that's why we ran a lot. That's why we ran over 200 yards last week.
Mm-hmm. And the Pats offense running is their shit right now. They got Stevenson and Harris are just dominant at the moment. They're not even players on paper should be dominant, but it's they've figured it out. Plus, their offensive line is healthy for the Pats, and they're pushing forward with those guys. Those guys run downhill.
Okay, here's the difference in the game. We have Starlet Tulele, and we have another offensive lineman starters starting from off the COVID list, and they're going to play the game, and that's going to make the difference in the game. It's going to be a low-scoring game. It's going to be like, I'm thinking 24-20. Buffalo will win it.
24-20.
But you're getting our whole number one defense back. And I'm not worried about Trey White and his hamstring because we play massive zone and we don't play man-to-man. And you don't have any receivers or any good. So
we do, though, if you watch Kendrick Bourne last week. Kendrick Bourne, Aguilar can have his moments. Kendrick Bourne's on fire at the moment. Jacoby Myers is on fire at the moment.
But you don't throw past 15 yards. And that's the only reason why you really don't. You threw 4 passes last week over 15 yards. 4.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I feel like the week before he was throwing deeper. He had something to prove. He was trying to prove he could do chunks.
Yeah.
I think he's sort of feels like he's proven his case and didn't test it. They didn't need to, though, at 13-36. But
Perry, I'm stealing a lot of this crap from the Buffalo's news channel.
I hear you.
I don't come here and observe and study all this stuff daily. Yeah, okay, I do, but
yeah. Well,
but this is what the deal is. I mean, it's like you don't throw far. A guy got our Achilles heel is fine because you don't throw far, and we're lucky because of that. So
I hear you there.
If you change up and start throwing far, we're in trouble. So
yeah, but like you said, cold weather and wind isn't the day to change it up.
No, it's not.
You're correct on that. Objectively speaking, I see your point here. I do see your points here. And so that's the thing. Objectively, this is Buffalo's game. As a Pats fan that's been watching, it doesn't feel like it's a time to say, oh, wow, they're just going to, it doesn't feel like it's going to be easy, though. I don't think they're going to have an easy time by any means. I'm going to go with, this is weird. I'm going to say.
Wait. Maybe it comes down to coaching.
Doesn't it?
Then you win on coaching.
But
we win.
Well, speaking of coaching, haven't your fans been asking for McDermott to get the hell out?
No.
Are they?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's been coaching the year for 4 years in a row. So good try.
Oh, it's the Dolphins coach. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Flores hasn't been having a good time. Well, so score-wise, though,
Case, isn't he Coach Case?
I'm thinking they can get through there and then there. And then if I take in that, okay, so 17 plus. So I'm going to go 17-19 Buffalo.
Wow, low scoring.
Yeah, they're going to Buffalo probably.
What's the weather report on this game?
Well, it's a week out. I hate giving weather reports in the Northeast more than 3 days. That's spoken like a Florida man that can kind of look at weather a week out. If it's beyond 3 days, there's no point in even bothering to check the weather around up here. That's my opinion.
Well, you guys are cold anyways. It doesn't matter. But
cold as fuck. Yeah. That's the weather report. Cold as fuck.
Cold is not fun. Cold is awful. I've lived in Houston and Florida all my life, and this fucking sucks. Excuse my language. This fucking sucks. I hate my life. It's cold. All right, enough said. Jeff, what do you think?
I know, man. I like both you guys. One of y'all's gonna get pissed off when I'm right.
Well, we both said Buffalo to win.
Okay.
I gave it by 2 points. He gave it by 4.
Oh, you're picking against your team.
I am. So here's the thing. What I'm saying is, I think logically this is Buffalo's game, but I think
You'll get
I'm
the
giving
back
it
end
that
of it.
objectively. I think that this is
Yeah.
Buffalo's game.
You'll get the back end on it.
I think the other game is a lot logically New England's game.
Well,
Okay. I have watched.
Wait, Jeff, wait. The intangibles for the game is that Buffalo really has a good Monday night and Sunday night
record.
Right.
Jones
is a rookie.
Yeah.
And does not have a great Monday night record or experience in that.
Yeah,
and he's young.
Played Monday night.
Right.
Yeah, it's on Sunday night he lost.
I got you.
Thursday night he did win.
And here's my deal. If Buffalo wins, you guys are tied again.
No, we're a game ahead.
You'll be 8-5, and they'll be.
But we'll have the
head-to-head.
We'll have the head-to-head.
8-4.
Yeah.
Okay. The head-to-head, right?
Yeah,
records
head-to-head.
will be the same.
New England will have one more loss, so the percentage will be better. Yeah, it'll put
Right,
Buffalo ahead.
but your records will be the same.
No, because then the bye week. So the records would be the same if they then lose next week in the bye week.
Gotcha.
Then
Okay.
it would put us, but then they have the head-to-head. But then they play shortly thereafter. We play Indianapolis after the bye, and then it's Buffalo.
I'm kind of going with Buffalo. I'm going with Buffalo. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game, though. You guys kind of went kind of low. It's Monday freaking night.
It's cold
I think
weather.
Josh Allen has something to prove. Belichick's gonna put up some points too, and Mac Jones is gonna put out too. It's gonna be like a 32-27 game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. 32-20. Yeah. I think what's the over and under? Probably 60 points. I think they hit 60.
Whoever scores more touchdowns.
I don't think it's a defensive. It's not going to be a defensive game. It's going to be an offensive game. It's going to be cold as shit, and people are going to be ready to play. It's Monday night. You got the whole nation watching you guys. And I think people are going to put out, honestly.
Well, speaking about put out, what else we got going for Pittsburgh?
You want to talk about the Pittsburgh game?
Pittsburgh's in trouble.
I want to say one last thing about the Pats, though, here before we go to Pittsburgh, is that the Pats just played their last home game for about a month here. They're not playing in Gillette Stadium again since this Week 12 game. They're away with the Bills, then a bye week, then away at the Colts, then they're back with the Bills December 26th, the day after Christmas. So just want to throw that out there that this December is basically a road month with a bye. So for New England.
That kind of sucks for you guys because it's all home for the Dolphins.
Yeah, we had like a stretch of home games in the beginning of the season, and this is the back end of that. Really, this is where we pay our dues and respects and tour. So anyway, so Pittsburgh. What did you guys have to say about Pittsburgh?
Well, they're done and awful, and Ben's not playing, right?
Well, they lost to the Bengals twice this year.
Baltimore's playing Pittsburgh. Baltimore's favored by 3.5. They're playing at Pittsburgh. So
when's that?
Next week.
Buffalo and Pittsburgh?
No. Baltimore is playing Pittsburgh.
Okay, I misheard you because I was like,
yeah,
they're line up.
They're playing. They're playing tight too. They're playing December 5th and first week of January. That's AFC, NFC. It really isn't. It's AFC, but
if you look at their history here for the season, guys, just looking at the scoreboards, they're doing awful with some like streaks of genius and then awful. Like they're the team. I forget that they're the guys that tied the Lions that made it so they're not totally undefeated because they have one tie. That was
They just got
Speaking of which,
killed.
wait,
They
yeah,
just
where are
got
they?
killed Sunday.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah,
got
they're
killed
still-
Sunday.
yeah, they're still
They lost
0-8
by
and 1.
4 before.
Yeah,
They
0-8 and
tied
1.
the Lions.
Oh yeah, I was talking about the Lions. 0-8
They
and
beat
1.
the
Yeah,
shitty
now they're-
Bears.
They have no quarterback. They have no quarterback. So
I think Ben's done, dude. I think Ben's.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
these scores are all low too. By the way, so it's like the
Yeah.
defense has bailed them out in a couple cases, but like they can't even bail them out totally. They faced Joe Burrow and the Bengals last week. They lost 41-10 yesterday. So now they're going to go and face the Ravens. They're in town. No, the Ravens are going to eat that up. I mean, I really don't think. I know that.
The Ravens came off a bad game. They're going to go and beat the crap out of somebody.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
that's where we're at here.
TJ Watt's on the COVID list now Monday.
Yeah.
So there's a defensive
well-
player.
Yeah, well, he might as well rest up so he can be good for another season or something, and not get hurt. I know, I hate to say that about things. That's the Le'Veon Bell the way of going about it. Just like not play, and then so you don't get hurt, and then you can end up kind of fucking over your whole career from that. So
And Rich,
maybe don't do that.
Yeah.
So I just realized as I said it out of my mouth, I'm like, that's not the best logic though.
Okay.
Ravens are 3.5 point favorites.
Yep.
Under over is 44 points, so that's like a 22 something game.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I'd like to I'm going to reiterate our next broadcast is going to be next Monday, December 6th. It's going to be, it's our usual time, but our usual date, but we're going to be pushing it back a half an hour. We're going to do kind of a Peyton and Eli style cast here where we are doing basically reaction with the game itself. Monday night, AFC East, New England at Buffalo, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, -5 GMT. We'll go live at 8, so 15 minutes ahead.
We're going to go live for the Pulaski, which is a local watering hole.
We'll cover the Dolphin Jets game and then go to you guys live for the actual game.
Sure. Yeah. There you go.
I'm excited.
I want to, Paul or Perry, I know Paul doesn't know, but Perry and I talked. We actually doubled our viewership and our followers this last week.
Yeah. What did we get?
We hit triple digits finally.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh,
right?
Yeah. Last I checked, we had about 120. It seems like we're averaging the last like 2 weeks, I'd say.
We're getting there, Paul. We started from nothing.
3 digits. Yeah, I'm happy about it. Thank you.
We went from 2 to 102, 103. I'm liking it.
Yeah. You're right though. I mean, when this season started, we had an audience of 3. Numbers that we were getting that weren't us looking at our footage. Not footage, audio only. This year now we're video. We're getting a little bit more people going on. Like I see. Got people actually looking at us live right now. I like that. And then it stays up for, most of our audience seems to watch it within the first 48 hours after the show's been casted. And I appreciate everybody coming on and, you feel free to comment if you're watching, on this. We can end up pulling up your comments live here on the show. Hey,
Mom.
Anything? Yeah, there you go.
Love you.
And what does anybody have anything more that they want to drop before we're done?
Well, just give them our stuff where they can follow us and like us.
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, smash that like button, subscribe, do all that. AFC East by NAFCo is our Facebook page. You're probably seeing that if you're seeing this cast. Check us out, like us there. You can follow us, and then that enables us, to do our thing. Then also YouTube, NAFCo, Northern Appalachian Film Collective. You'll see us on there on our YouTube channel. And check us out. NAFCO Film Collective is our Facebook group for our parent nonprofit organization. And a lot of stuff going on there, film festivals and the like going on there with that group. So now we also, I'd like to thank West PA Systems, your 21st century electrical build contractor. They you can check them out, westpasystems.com. They're one of our sponsors. They've helped us out for years now. And you have Dakota, the DuBois Area Council on the Arts, their local agency helping out artistic groups such as us, the Northern Appalachian Film Collective. How is Paul's facial expressions? You okay, Paul?
Jeff.
Oh.
What am I doing?
This is Jeff.
4 in a row, baby. 4 in a row.
Yeah. Okay.
I live week to week. You guys know that.
Okay.
Well, Belichick's the ultimate week-to-week guy. I mean, you ever see one of his press conferences?
I mean, if I don't get blown out again, I will have to run wear the brown bag, so I'm good. You know you like the costumes. You know that you like that shit.
Yeah, see with me, I require 2 hands to put
Paul
up my
bought
winning
a brown
streak.
bag. Oh, you might have to wear that next week, Paul. Oh, he's prepared.
All right.
It's actually hard to fit. It's hard to fit how many wins that we have in a row onto this one tile with my fingers.
It's sort of the Tom Brady rings, isn't it?
6.
Yeah, you need like a 7-finger hand or something.
Yeah, that's Tom Brady has.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, for rings.
Tom Brady.
Oh, Lisa's here. Hi, hey, Lisa. Lisa came in for the win. Hi, Lisa. I haven't seen a hello from Lisa in like 2 weeks.
I was gonna say people
ya.
who are watching live could like comment in, and we could like do like questions.
Yeah.
Maybe we should throw up like in a mailbag on our Facebook page, a mailbag questions, or maybe we'll get like sophisticated and do like Twitter things.
Well,
Paul, can you get a Twitter handle and like people can contact you directly?
All I know is that Tom Brady, just like the James Bond movie, has 3 breasts. So Scaramandra, that's what he's called. Oh, you guys are too young for that. Anyway, never mind. On that, peace out, guys.
Okay. All right. Yep. Peace out. All right.
It's the battle of the top 2. Yep. Battle of top 2 next week.